Mr. Joe Wright welcomes you to the Metal Miners channel. Old Joe sent me that in the mail this week, man. That guy's, I'm collecting all the Joe sticker action figures, man. The Wizard of the Pacific Northwest. He's a good friend to me, man. I appreciate it, Joe. Thank you, sir. Got some CDs I want to show y'all the guy tonight. Battles in the North t-shirt. I know I wear it all the time, but hey, it's clean. And it's one of my favorites, you know what I mean? Cody gave it to me, so without further ado, in the background, check that out. Act of Impalement. Infernal Ordinance is the name of this one. Man, check these guys out if you have not. That art there is by Diablo Macabre. This is a 2023 release out on Caligari Records. Super stuff, man. I'm sure there's a cassette version that's available, but I read somewhere there's going to be a vinyl version out in September, and I am going to pick it up. Check that out. Here's the guys on the background. 3-piece out of Nashville, Tennessee. You get 9 tracks on this one, almost 29 minutes of music. These guys have been at it since 2012. Had about 3 demos, a couple EPs. Their debut full length in 2018, and this is their second full length 5 years later. Man, it is excellent. Hadn't heard any of their newer stuff, but this is superb. I'm telling you, superb. Mid-paced death metal, can't beat it. It's got that John McEntee ish vocal style. In my ears, anyway. I don't. Maybe it's not. Especially on the later tracks. If you want to check one out, check out the last track, Erased. Man, it is heavy. This actually came as a gift in a Caligari order. I ordered a bunch of tapes, and the good man, Mr. Brown, I believe his name is, threw this in for me, and I appreciate it, kind sir. This is excellent. Going to get the vinyl when it comes out. Check that out playing in the background. Maybe we won't get one of those copyright deals. If we do, I'm not re-recording it anyway, so it's going to be what it's going to be. The next one is a split. Phantasmagore out of Chile, Fleshrot out of Texas. Nightmare Imagery did this killer art here on the cover. This is the name of this one is Twisted Visions of Abominations. Let me see if I can pull this little card out here. Of course, Phantasmagore is a 2-piece. There's the guys there on the back. And Fleshrot, 4-piece, I believe. There they are. Killer art. Get 26 minutes, about 26 and a half minutes of music on here. 3 tracks from Phantasmagore, 4 tracks from Fleshrot, 2 of which are instrumentals. Of course, Fleshrot had a full length last year that was just out of this world good. Phantasmagore, latest was that Insurrection or Submission EP that came out in 2021. Both of these offerings on this CD are good, but I will say that let's see, for the Phantasmagore part, it's their 2019 demo, and for the Fleshrot it's their 2020 demo. But their EPs and full lengths that these guys put out later is a huge step up. But this is good, and you need to check it out if you're a fan of either band. But their later stuff, man, they're getting better every time they put something out. I love both of those bands. Here's one, Chasm Dweller. Let me pull this card out here where you can see this art. Check that out. Pick this one up directly from the band. It is an independent release. Grant Hatfield from Filthy Effigy did this art. There's the CD, and there is the back. Death metal out of Toronto, Canada. If you're not familiar with Chasm Dweller, they are a 2-piece doing that death metal deal. You get 7 tracks on this one, almost 43 minutes of music. These guys have been at it since 2019, and this is their 4th full length. This is also available on cassette. If there's any left, you'll have to go to their Bandcamp site and check it out. Very heavy, pummeling music. The vocals are a guttural growl. I mean, it's not like he's trying to enunciate any lyrics. It's just a steady, you know what I'm saying? No words. Excellent black metal screams on a couple tracks that are kind of infused in there. Excellent musicianship. I've got most of these guys catalog and trying to find the rest of it. I really enjoy these guys. Chasmdweller, Blood Vortex is the name of this one if you haven't checked it out. Pick it up, but you'll have to go to Bandcamp to get it. It's independent. Here's one. Eternal Forsaken. Forsaken Memories. Yeah, I've got the wrong sheet here on the top. Forsaken Memories is the name of this one. This is their 2022 EP that came out on Necroleptica Productions is how I think you say that. Yeah. Death Thrash is how they've categorized on Metal Archive out of Phoenix, Arizona. Excuse me. Give me a swig of this water. I've seen Liam, the Death Doom Metalhead, show their other release that I'm going to show you here in a minute. And I was intrigued by his description, so I went and listened to it and loved it. So while I was there, I went ahead and picked this one up too. They've been at it since 2021, and this was their first physical release. Thrashy, reminiscent of early Death, especially in the vocals. Excellent job for a first release. They were a 5-piece on here. You get 4 tracks, a little over 18 minutes of music. Just super stuff, super stuff. I want to show you what's cool about this CD. There's the CD. But if you flip it around, I don't know if you can see it. Well, maybe not. Maybe. Pretty cool stuff. This was a bonus, but the one I was after was actually this one. And this one is Faceless Evil. Boss lady just walked in. This is their 2023 release, and it actually come out independently. There is another version out. I can't remember. I think it's out on Raw Skull. You can get a version if you live across the pond, and I think it actually has the EP on it, the first EP as well. This one, they're down to a 4-piece. You get 5 tracks on this one, 21 minutes of music and some change. There they are on the back. You see the young lady there giving you the universal wave, and there is the cassette. This is their second EP. This one has a little bit changed in the lineup. They got a new bassist. The vocalist took over the guitar duties. Definitely a step up, especially in the guitars and drum performance. Intro, it has a piano piece. More death metal than thrash than their first one, but they still have that strong death sound to them, which is just awesome. For a better description of this, go check out Liam's video. When you're scrolling down through his video, about a month-old video or something, he's holding up a album cover of Innumerable Forms, I think. He does a much better job describing this, and thanks to him, I found this. So, great stuff. Hold on a second, I want to show you something. Ooh, the boss. Lord have mercy. Where was I at? Check this out. Inanna, I don't know exactly how you say it, but the name of this one is Transfigured in 1,000 Delusions. Little thing that fell out there. Check out this art. A guy named Nicholas Estudia did this art. Thick booklet here. There are the guys there. This is actually came out in 2012 on Australia's Records. Australia's, yeah, I think that's the way you say it. But this is a 2022 Awakening Records reissue. It's got a thick booklet, man, with all the good stuff in there, you know, all the lyrics and all that stuff. If you're not familiar with these guys, they're a 4-piece out of Chile. You get 8 tracks on this one. It's a pretty long listen, 58 minutes, almost a full hour of music. They've been at it since 2000, year 2000. And this was their second full length. I think they got 3 to date, but this was their second one. Death metal with a touch of progressiveness, a touch of technicality without going overboard on either one. Intricate without losing its weight, if you know what I mean. Well produced, well executed. Chilean death metal at its finest. It's not a bludgeoning listen like a lot of the scene down there, but it is it's very good. Excellent musicianship. Just a great band. I don't know how else to describe it. If you haven't heard these guys, you just need to go check them out. Super stuff. Alright, I think I got 2 more. Oh man, this is in one of them things. Hold on. Burial Choir, the Eucharist of Martyrs. This is a digipack. Folds out like that. I can't read the credits here to see who the artist is, but it's pretty cool art. Real glossy, hard cardboard, well done. 2021 release on Fallen Temple. You see there. Funeral Doom from Finland. It's a 2-piece. You get 4 tracks on here, almost 40 minutes of music. This was their second full length of a total of 3 they have out. The first one was 2016, and their last was in 2022, which I've got to have those, man. Quality Funeral Doom. If you're a fan of Funeral Doom, you'll love this. No clean vocals, no frills, just the basics, just the way I like it. Great stuff from this Finnish Funeral Doom band. Excellent stuff. If you haven't heard of Burial Choir, pick that bad boy up. I think Caligari still got some copies of it on there. I need to get around and find those other 2 releases because these guys are good, man. Good stuff. Last but not least, Putred. Check that out. There's the name of it. Repulsie Post-Mortem. Jan P. Whitney did this art. Let me see if I can pull this thing out. Of course, you know I'm a Putred fan. These guys have been at it in this project since 2020. Have several demos and splits, and finally, this is their debut full length. Super old school death metal. There's the guys and one lady there on the back. If you haven't heard this release, you need to check it out. There's some shots of the band. Kareem's bass is way up in the mix with a killer tone. You can hear every note she hits on it. Dante's drums are just pummeling. Philip from Necrotims does the vocals on here. His vocals are just excellent, excellent. And of course, Uriel always lays it down with the guitar tracks, man. Super stuff. If you haven't heard these guys, today is the day. Of course, this one's out on Cavernous Records. You see there on the back. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tracks on there. The last one being an Asphyx cover. Oh man, I can't tell you how good this stuff is. There's the CD inside of the tray. And Uriel sent me this bad boy all the way from Romania. And he threw in some stickers. Check that out. Uriel, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, everything you do for us. If you don't know, Uriel was kind enough to do Cody and I's Metal Miners logo. Man, he's just talented artistically in so many different ways. Great stuff. Great stuff. That's it for me. Again, in the background, Act of Impalement. Nashville death metal. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all watching. Have a great weekend.